See, the way I feel about things now is I don't like to have in between feelings about things because in between feelings leads to instability inside of your emotions. So that's why every time I wake up, I like to keep the same state of mind that this world is not shit. I told y'all we tuning it back up. I don't want you to have any doubt whatsoever about the state of this world that we live in. 2020 vision. No more room for doubt. This world is not shit. So when you're outside, when you're walking around, when you're in the public, when you see people, believe me that you are in a sea of evil. Make no doubt about it. This is an evil world that we live in. True, you will have moments when you smile. True, there will be moments when you see a person and they wave at you and you wave back at them. But the reality is, we exist in a sea of evil. So, another thing I want to say is, fake people, they panic when confronted with reality. Real people remain calm when they are confronted with reality. So when you see it, don't be alarmed about it. Just know this world is not shit. It wasn't designed to benefit us. This world was not designed to bring peace of mind to us. This world, it thrives off of conflict. This world was never meant to be a place filled with good souls. That's not the purpose of this world. The purpose of this world is to create tension between us and them. Tension gives them a purpose. Without us, they cannot exist. The human prison bar realm is parasitical in nature. And a lot of times, feelings of depression and negative feelings, you know where it comes from? It stems from you as the individual playing around with the fact that this world is not shit. You are still putting hope into the world, thinking that the people owe you something. When in reality, people don't owe you anything. But you can expect problems from people. Don't expect anything from people. People will give you problems. And if you do get something from a person that benefits you, then be thankful for that. But don't go out your house thinking that people are these bright, smiley faces of positive energy, because they are not. And half of the people that you encounter are demons. Let's just be real. And I will repeat some things that I have already mentioned, but this channel is a continuing lesson. And in a classroom, sometimes the teacher repeats things. So when I say that this world is filled with demons, it's because every prison has more bars and bricks than the actual inmates in the prison. So don't go out your way thinking that something good is going to come from these people, because it's not meant to be that way. Every day I practice on becoming a better spiritual person. Every day I wake up, I get wiser. I'm separating myself from the animals. Also, let me tell you this. We live in an animal body. Everybody does. We live in an animal body. But the difference is between us and them, we have the ability to transcend the physical plane. These animals that we engage with every day, they don't have that ability. I was thinking about it earlier today. When humans define animals, they say an animal is such and such because animals don't go out of their way to fix problems in the world. They just live according to whatever function they were designed to do. Like, for instance, a fish was designed to swim. So we call a fish an animal because the only thing fish do is swim in the water. They don't think about building spaceships and going outer space and those type of things. But when I thought about it, I said, you know what? These human prison bars, they are animals as well, because they don't think about living any kind of way other than this human prison bar reality. They don't think about the notion that this is a human prison bar realm. That never crossed their mind. So because they only exist and function within a certain environment and don't think outside of the box, like fish in the water, they don't think outside of the pond. A fish, his entire life and the way he thinks is confined to the pond. It's confined to the lake that he lives inside of. So the human prison bar, when you look at it that way, the human prison bar people, they animals. They don't think outside of the human prison bar realm. Do y'all get what I'm saying? It's just, you never thought about it like that, but that's the reality of it. So they only live according to this animal human prison bar realm that they dwell in. Unlike us, we are the fish in the pond as well, but we see outside of the water. They don't. They just animals. So when you deal with them, it's like how it feels when I deal with these people. It's like it's a mind game, because when you have a higher knowledge and when you're dealing with people of a lesser knowledge, you're really just manipulating the emotions inside of them. Like animals, you know not to stare at a stray dog too long. The same way with human beings. If you out in public, it's a mind game. A person can stare at you, you can stare back at them, but if you stare too long, just like if you're staring at a stray dog, what will happen? They'll be ready to attack you, or what you looking at, or something along those lines. And that's why I don't like to really be out amongst a lot of people, because it's almost like you walking amongst a pack of hyenas. And you don't know what will trigger that hyena, because you're not an animal like them. Even though we got the same bodies, we are different. We look like them, but we are not them. Like I've said before, there is a species of humans who closely resemble us, just like gorillas and chimpanzees. They say they share 98.6% of the human DNA. But what they are not telling us is humans who share just a little bit more DNA with us than the chimps and the gorillas. And they have close enough DNA with us that they can actually have babies with us. I'm being serious. Y'all never thought about it like that. They close. If the chimp and the gorilla shares 98.6%, then the HPB, he shares around 98.9%. So he resembles us even closer. But they are missing that like 1%. It don't take a lot of percentage of DNA to separate a life form mentally. Like for instance, the gorilla and a human is 98.6% alike. But that little small difference of DNA, it makes a great difference. So the same can be said with these HPBs. They almost share all of the human components that we do, but it's that little bit of percentage that separates us from them. So that's why I'm saying, when you out in public and when you dealing with them, you will never completely understand this animal that we are dealing with. You don't know what triggers them. They live in their emotions while we live in our spirit. A spirit is higher than the emotions. They live in the emotional animal instinct level. So you might say a word that triggers them. Any little thing may trigger them. And it's dangerous when you think about it like that. You don't know what will make people turn on you and attack you. That's why you can't have certain conversations around them, because you may say the wrong thing and they'll turn against you. Because they don't think like us. They think differently than us. And we have to understand that. So stop playing with the idea that you can change these people. We cannot change them. We cannot change them. They animals, man. You can change a baby's pamper all you want, but it's going to keep shitting in the pamper, and you're going to keep having to change the pamper. So it's the same way with these HPBs. You can clean up their mess, you can talk to them, you can change their pamper, but they're going to keep shitting on you over and over and over, because that's what they do. They shit on people like us. I'm trying to tell you, it's no allies with them. Only thing we can do is treat them like a pack of wild dogs. If you are around a pack of wild dogs, what you do, you walk gingerly around them. You're not afraid, you just aware of your surroundings. It's all about survival at the end of the day. When it comes to these HPBs, this world is not based on intelligence. When you're dealing with them, it's not based on intelligence. It's based upon the laws that dictate the animal kingdom. Like whoever has the greatest fighting ability will rule the world. It's simple as that. It's not about whoever has the greatest spiritual, positive energy, whoever is shining light upon the world. It's not about that. It's about whoever, violence and manipulation. Whoever can implement the most violence and whoever can manipulate these animals the most will rule the world. And I'm starting to think now, that's why I don't even, people be like protesting and stuff, talking about Donald Trump, and this is what I think. Sometimes I wish I was in the position of a Donald Trump, because All you can do with animals is manipulate them. That's all you can do with human prison bars. They have to manipulate these people because most people are unintelligent. They soulless. If you don't manipulate them, they will injure themselves. They will kill each other. They will be like maniacs. That's why we have a police force. You have to have it. These people, they are a threat to their own self. They're a threat to the environment. So I understand why the government manipulates them. Because they understand, like I understand, that these people are beneath the laws of intelligence. They're beneath it. Things in this world is set up a certain kind of way for a reason. People are born in certain facets of abilities for a reason. We call it the law of abilities. Everybody's not given the same amount of intelligence. That's what keeps the human prison ball realm running. The 6 laws that governs the human prison ball realm. Go back and watch that video. So these people are strategically placed and they are strategically controlled to operate, to keep this thing operating. That's why when they protest backwards. They don't protest to make change. They protest backwards. They can't think correctly. Everything about them is incorrect. And every day I get wiser and sharper about what's taking place. Every single day. That's why you will never catch me marching alongside with them, because it's like this. That would be me allowing them to use my energy for something that benefits them. You best believe if I'm leading a protest, you best believe I'm going to manipulate their energy for a true purpose. I'm not going to allow them to manipulate me for some pseudo fight for justice when there is no such thing as justice anyway, as we have already explained. This is just an emotional mind fuck. Every day is an emotional mind fuck. And every day is a test to see if you can mentally endure the fuckery to make it to the next day. That's what it's all about. A mind fuck prison. This is a torture chamber. This is a psychological warfare. Even when you're dealing with relationships, women, out in public, you see a woman, you look at her, she looks at you. I'm starting to even think that women send out this signal of sexual attraction to make you think they are sexually attracted to you. So you will respond to it. Like you'll see a woman who you think is attractive and she'll send this energy back to you to make you feel as if she is attracted to you like you attracted to her. So then that gives you the courage to want to step to her and ask her out and ask her for her number. But even that's a part of the game, because one thing about these females, you know, they want you to put yourself out there. Never do they come and initiate the interaction. They always want you to put your emotions out there, to put your ego out there, to risk you being rejected. They're not going to ever risk their pride and, comfort to come and approach you They always want you to step out and approach them. That's how it is. And they have already decided in their mind whether they're going to reject you or not. The same, and that's not the only time that happens. Even when you go into a building full of strange people, how many of you ever started on a job? And this has happened to me plenty of times. God is my witness. I started a new job, and as soon as I walk into the room and you introduce yourself to everybody, in that very moment, they have decided whether to accept or reject you. As soon as they look at you, they scan you, they read you. Because these human prison bars, they almost like organic metal detectors. Picture you going into the airport and you walking through a metal detector and it can tell if you got a weapon on you or not. The HPBs are the same way, except they are organic. They animated. But at the same time, they are a computer device in organic form. So spiritually, they do a scan on you. They do a CAT scan on you, and they determine whether or not you are a threat or not. And if you are a threat, they're going to make you feel it. They're going to put you through the mental torture chamber. You best believe that's how it goes down. That's how it goes down. That's why I can never see myself having no children. Because having children is a form of child abuse. This is a program, an organic computer that we live inside of. This world is an organic computer. I'm gonna leave you all with an example. I thought about this today. Like, I'm all over the place, I know. But it's almost like you ever burned a CD and you ever rip music off of a CD? Say if someone gave you a CD and you wanted to play the instrumental and you wanted to convert it and be able to play it like on iTunes on your computer. Well, in order to do that, you would have to rip the music from the CD and put it inside of the iTunes on your computer. That's just like what having babies is. Think about it. The world is a round disk. We're revolving around planets like a disk. And when you have a baby, it's basically like burning a CD. Only thing that's taking place, you are actually ripping a soul from the original soul, ripping it, duplicating it, and putting it in iTunes. So you can duplicate the music in this world. That's all it is. That's all DNA is. It's a blueprint which is copied and paste. Copy and paste. That's what this world is. Copy and paste. And that's why all of these people, they act the same. Because virtually, they are copy and paste. Ripped from a CD and put into iTunes. They hit the play button and the world revolves like a CD inside of a CD player. So they're just ripping souls, burning CDs, making copies, copy and paste people everywhere. Copy and paste people. The same music, the same instrumental, but everybody is a different sound, but together they're creating the same tune that's being played day in and day out. When you wake up in the morning and you don't have this kind of information, basically you are a piece of music on repeat. like the world around you, like if we was just to wake up every day, right? And we would just live without thinking like this, then what would we be? Think about that. What would you be if you didn't think like this? You would be just a part of the scenery. You would be no different than a couch or a coffee table or a TV hanging up on the wall or a picture. Every day you wake up, that couch is in the same position, that TV, that picture. You will be doing the same things, never trying to think about something to change anything. And even the so-called revolutions that they have is not really change. It's exactly what they say it is, a revolution, revolving around the same thing. That's why they do the same type of freedom marches and holding picket signs, fighting the same way, but they talking about they fighting against the system to make change. No, it's a part of the illusion. These people that you see protesting, they are part of the illusion. What they are doing is making people believe that they are making change. So the people that run this thing, they want you to believe that you are making change. So they allow you to protest in the streets because they making you believe that you are making change. And a lot of people are fooled, tricked, and deceived by people who are creating an illusion that these protests and stuff is making change. It's not making change. How do we know it's not making change? Just look at the history of protest and look at the history of the world. The world is still being operated the same. Money still dictates how this world is ran. So that means none of these marches and things are changing the world. The world is formatted around the money system. You get what I'm saying? So as long as they are not attacking that money system, they're not doing a damn thing. You get what I'm saying? Just imagine if people started protesting about the money system. If they started saying, let's get rid of this money system. We know the problem. Evil people do evil things because money is involved, right? So if you get rid of the money system, what would be the initiative for people to do evil things? People benefit off of evil things because they get paid to do it. So if these protesters and stuff, if they were really out here hitting the system where it hurts, then that would create real change. But that's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing. They putting in $1 into a change machine and getting quarters in return. Thinking they made change, but the only thing they did, they converted the dollar into 4 quarters. Okay? And then they're gonna spend the quarters, give it back to the same system. They're gonna get paid more dollars. And when they need more quarters at the laundromat, they gotta put the dollar back into the same machine, get the same quarters, take the same quarters, invest it into the dryer and the washing machine. Do you get the metaphor that I'm using? So what I'm saying is, when you're not fighting the root cause of the problem, you're just converting your energy, giving it back to them. They giving it back to you in a different form, like the 4 quarters, but it's the same thing. And you just in this endless cycle, this endless process. Y'all get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end this video right here. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. We tuning this thing up. We turning this thing back up. We going back, like we getting more hostile. This is Left Side of the Brain. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what y'all think. No more games, y'all. This is Left Side of the Brain signing out.